Hey there, if you're a 7th grade math teacher working in a special education classroom, you know what a juggling act it is. Every day, trying to meet every single student's needs. Well, today, we are diving into a solution that's designed to make you feel supported and ready, not just for the school year, but for, tomorrow morning.
This really is the question, isn't it? You walk into a room, you've got a dozen, maybe 15 students, all with completely different learning profiles, different skill levels, and you have one lesson to teach. So how do you do it? How can you possibly differentiate for everyone without spending your entire weekend planning?
So let's break down how this whole thing works. We're going to look at 4 key parts. First, we'll talk about the long-term roadmap. Then, we'll dive into the weekly resources that get you ready for Monday. After that, we'll see how it makes personalized support simple. And finally, we'll check out a really cool way to see everyone's progress at a glance. Okay, first up, planning ahead. We all know one of the biggest hurdles in teaching grade-level content is when students are missing those foundational skills, right? Well, this roadmap is specifically designed to fix that by building in the support they need before you even start a new topic. And the secret sauce is something called a bridge lesson. The idea is super simple but really powerful. Right before you jump into a big new unit, the curriculum gives you a lesson to review and lock in the foundational skills your students are going to need. It's all about being proactive instead of constantly playing catch-up. And you can see exactly how it works right here. On the left, you've got a really simple visual bridge lesson on just understanding basic fractions. This concrete review directly sets students up for the much more abstract concept on the right, tackling on-grade level ratios. It literally connects the dots for them. And here's how it all fits into a 10-week plan. See that? After you teach ratios and proportions, there's a bridge lesson on integers before you start the number system. And it happens again with expressions. They're placed in these really strategic spots to make sure every student has a solid footing before they take the next step. So a great roadmap is one thing, but what about the daily grind? The lesson prep. That's where this Ready for Monday bundle comes in. It's designed to end that endless Sunday night search for differentiated materials. Every single week starts with a lesson plan that looks just like this. And notice, it's already broken down into activities for your support, your core, and your extension groups. The objectives, the materials, the step-by-step, it's all laid out. This is not a template you have to fill out, it is a finished plan ready to go. The resources themselves are also built for accessibility. You can see here how these 2D visual models can take an abstract idea, like equivalent fractions, and make it super concrete. For students who struggle with abstract numbers, actually being able to see it, that's a total game changer. And it even goes a step further with some really unique 3D models. Look at this. Students can literally see proportional growth as stacks of blocks. For a visual or a hands-on learner, seeing a ratio grow in 3 dimensions like this, that can be the aha moment that makes the whole concept finally click. So just to be super clear, every single weekly bundle is packed. You get the tiered lesson plans, printable worksheets, those engaging starters to kick off the lesson, all the visual models we just saw, and even differentiated assessment questions. Everything you need, all in one place. Okay, so you've got your roadmap, you've got your weekly materials, but what about managing the really specific needs of each individual kid? Well, this system simplifies that whole process, connecting what you already know about your students to actual practical support you can use in class. And it's built for the real world. Whether you have a small resource group of just 3 students or a big inclusive classroom with 35, this whole tool is designed to scale right along with you. So here's how it works. You create a really simple profile for each student, and in it, you can note their specific learning needs, things like dyslexia, ADHD, or dyscalculia. And this isn't just for keeping records. This information actually drives the teaching recommendations.
The whole process is incredibly straightforward. You, the teacher, put in the input, you set up the student's profile. Then the system gives you the output, a list of recommended evidence-based teaching strategies specifically for that student. It completely takes the guesswork out of differentiation. And finally, let's talk about tracking. After you've taught the lessons, how do you know what's actually sticking? This tool gives you a clear, visual way to see progress without getting totally lost in spreadsheets.
Let me just ask you this. Right now, how quickly can you spot a concept that maybe the entire class is struggling with? Or pick out that one student who's falling behind across a bunch of different standards? It can be so tough to see the big picture.
The answer is this progress heat map. It uses a simple color code, green for mastered, yellow for in progress, red for not started, so you can see everything in a single glance.
You can scan across a row to see how Alex is doing, or you can scan down a column and see, whoa, the whole class needs more help with adding and subtracting. It's instant.
Now, it is really, really important to be clear about what this is and what it isn't. This is a private, visual tool for you, the teacher. It does not automatically assign students to different tiers, and it absolutely never shares or exports any student data. It's simply a dashboard to help inform your own professional judgment.
And you know, all of these features, they all lead back to one single core idea, which is summed up perfectly in this quote, making you feel immediately supported. The whole point isn't to give you more work to do. It's to give you everything you need to feel confident walking into your very next lesson.
Ultimately, it just comes down to this. What if you could actually get your Sunday nights back? What if you could know for sure that you are fully prepared for the week ahead with high-quality, differentiated materials? That's the whole goal here, to be ready for Monday morning every single Monday morning.